What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Errol Spence Jr. is the Ja Morant of boxing. I'm about to prove that to you. How is Errol Spence Jr. the Ja Morant of boxing? I mean, just look at Ja Morant. If you watch basketball, now if you don't watch basketball, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Ja Morant is. But Errol Spence has a Ja Morant career. I'm not saying he's as explosive as Ja Morant, but they have similar traits. Here's a guy, Ja Morant, who comes from a really nice family, mom and dad, which is rare in the black community. For a lot of young black boys to be raised by mom and dad, because the way the system is set up to get the father away from the mom. It's usually a single parent home or raised by grandparents. The system is really fucked up. They do all of this shit strategically to break up the black family home, and we need to peep this stuff before it gets completely out of control. All the fathers are locked up in jail. The mother has to find means of tending to their kids, all kinds of stuff. Or they gotta go to DHS. It's just really bad how the system is set up for black people to fail. And listen, when I speak on stuff like that, if it doesn't relate to you and you're not a black person, please don't say anything to what I'm saying. I don't like that. Whenever I speak on race or I speak on anything that has nothing to do with you, don't comment on it. I hate when people do that. And that shit really pisses me off. I'm giving my personal opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you want to give your opinion like I'm giving my opinion, you start your own YouTube channel. You go on there and you voice your opinion about whatever situation you want to voice your opinion about. I'm voicing my opinion about how the world works when it comes to the family structure in the black community. You understand? And if you're not black and you can't relate to that, don't speak on what I'm saying. But let's get back to boxing. I just wanted to say that, make that pretty clear. Let's get back to boxing. Errol Spence Jr. is the Ja Morant of boxing. He comes from a great home, grew up in the suburb. He's a suburb kid. He had everything handed to him. He eat at a table every day. His mom, which is a great thing. I'm not saying this in a negative way, so if you're listening to this, don't take this in a negative way. I'm saying that's a great thing. Shit. How many people don't want to come from a home where both parents are home, your family or your entire family's there? You eat three meals a day. I mean, you can eat whenever, but I'm saying you eat 3 family meals a day. You wake up in the morning, your mother already has breakfast on the table. Breakfast on the table, Earl. Earl running to the table to take his plate. Lunch, Earl. Earl running down the stairs to get his plate. Dinner, Earl. Earl running from outside he just came from boxing training. He's just in time for dinner. That's great stuff. Don't take that away don't take what I'm saying as a negative situation. It's the same situation with Ja Morant. Ja Morant, I believe he comes from a really nice family too. I think his dad played ball, if I'm not mistaken. But Ja Morant, he was a great kid. Ja Morant, I don't know why he wait until he becomes famous to act out. Usually it's the opposite. Kids act out when they're younger, not when they're older. When they're older, that's when they calm down. When they're younger, that's when they start their shit. Then they finally turn their life around. Where Errol Spence and Ja Morant is the opposite. I don't understand. And it makes absolutely no sense. Errol Spence, man, this dude was a quiet kid, nice kid from a nice family. Once the man became a superstar boxer, he acquired some new friends like the Adrian Burners of the world, the Charlos of the world, the Gervonta Davis of the world. And these guys are from the hood. So these guys are going to corrupt Errol Spence Jr. because he's never been around that type of, personality before growing up. He's been around the suburb kids, and he finally gets around hood kids. He was like, man, I was missing a lot of shit when I was a kid. These dudes know how to have fun. That's what's going on in Errol Spence Jr.'s head. Same shit with Ja Morant. Ja Morant, he becomes famous, and all of a sudden he start hanging out with thugs and criminals and all kinds of dudes that he's not supposed to be hanging out with. Listen, at the end of the day, these people are grown men. I'm not telling them who they're supposed to be. I'm saying if you at that stage in your career, it's not wise to be hanging out with certain people that promote gun violence like freaking Ja Morant. He got busted for flashing gun on Instagram multiple times, right? Errol Spence, rumor is he was in a situation with Yella Beezy, and what's the dude name, man? The one rapper from Dallas that got killed. I think Mode 3. And then Mode 3 producer, I forget his name. Rainwater. Yeah, them dudes got funny names. So Rainwater situation with Rainwater, Mode 3, and Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence put his nose in somewhere he wasn't supposed to be. And people were chasing Errol Spence, and he crashed his Ferrari, and all kinds of stuff. I don't know how true all of this stuff is. It's just circulating the internet. But anyway, Errol Spence is the Ja Morant of boxing because he has lived that Ja Morant lifestyle after acquiring fame, which makes absolutely no sense. Maybe kind of similar to Odell Beckham too, a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. I think Odell Beckham went down that road a little bit too, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I don't know. I think he comes from a great family home. I don't know. I'm thinking I gotta go back and watch some of Odell, documentaries. But I think he's along those lines too. But I know Earl and Ja Morant have similar situations, which is crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Why do these dudes wait till they get fame to act out? Errol Spence. And the crazy thing is, I'm not just saying this just to say this. Ja Morant and Errol Spence both admitted they haven't lived the right lifestyle after acquiring fame. Ja Morant is finally coming back around now. And the crazy thing about Ja Morant and Errol Spence, right? Both guys are injury prone. Errol Spence is, because of all the shit they be doing. I bet Ja Morant be partying and smoking and drinking. Errol Spence doing the same thing. Both guys are injury prone because they're not living that lifestyle. They're not living. Ja Morant is not living the NBA. You guys know I love to watch NBA. He's not living that NBA lifestyle where no drinking, no smoking, no partying. He thinks he can come on there, be 50% and dominate the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He says he's better. He said he'll cook Jordan, Michael Jordan. That's crazy. Ja Morant literally said he'd cook Michael Jordan. And Errol Spence, he said he would beat Floyd Mayweather. Yo, you can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. Errol Spence said he would beat Floyd Mayweather in the fight. Like, what, bro? Stop. Anyway, I'm just trying to relate some of this stuff. You know, it's two different sports, but two similar personalities, traits from two guys that come from similar backgrounds, but once they acquire some fame, they went down the wrong route. But anyway, what you guys think about that comparison with Ja Morant and Errol Spence? Your boy No Credit, and I'm out.